he's feeling turned on, it's me. I grab one too, my humble soul. Use it to warm my freezing heart. And on cold sweat pushes me now. Oh, I just wanna live sweet. The conquering towns all same day. To a far distant star, as the moon I fly away. All I say will be true. We're no cages of ours, a volume of...
Hey there guys, Rick here. Welcome back for Bleach Chapter 678, The Future Black. Back with the poor grammar. Okay, so the chapter starts off kind of like what Kubo does a lot now, is where he kind of hits the replay button, goes back to the last page or two of the last chapter, and just kind of redraws them, just from different angles, and in this case he adds stuff, he adds flashbacks, Ichigo just yelling or getting stabbed or looking pissed or hurt. And it's just kind of the same, it ends off with Ichigo's mother dying on him. That's always happy. And so Ichigo just kind of says I've surpassed it over and over just to make this moment. And he slaps his swords together, yells, "Bankai!" The giant tornado... Oh, that really felt weird in my throat. The giant tornado comes out, pulls out his new sword, and then the very next page, part of it's gone. I kind of feel like this was longer just a second ago. So Ichigo kind of just looks over and sees, oh, it's broken. How did that happen? And Yuha just kind of sit over there, just holding out his hand, dropping the end of Tensa Zangetsu. Ooh, and when I first saw this, I kind of just glanced over those first two the first two panels, because I don't know why or how I did. But when I first saw that Tensa Zangetsu had broke, I was just thinking well, isn't it because your old new the Fullbringer version of your Tensa Zangetsu is also broken? I thought that's what I was going with, because oh yeah, I have my full powers now, but that doesn't stop this from being broken. That's just kind of thought I was going with. And Yuha just kind of says your Tensa Zangetsu is a truly powerful Bankai. It's one to fear indeed. So that's why I showed you my respect through my power, and so I broke it through the future. And so what I thought there, I was thinking I was kind of going a Pokemon route with Future Sight, where it's an attack the opponent sets up earlier, but then several turns later, it just kind of happens. They just only get hit, and that's why I thought I was going he set this up now, so then in a couple seconds his Bankai would be ripped. If you ripped it, broke it in the future, it'd be broken here. That's kind of there I thought it was going down. He just kind of said oh, you don't know really what I'm talking about, you don't understand it, but sorry, too bad for you, you don't really have the luxury to understand it, you don't have the time. Hey man, he says, I told you not to let your guard down. And he pulls out this rod, all pain style, throws at Ichigo, blocks it. Yuha comes up behind him, and just kind of slashes him. And Ichigo gets up, and turns out when Yuha slashed him, it also cut off his horn. So it's a good thing he wasn't charging with Sarah there, or else it would have exploded in his face. So he knocks Ichigo into a tower. He's about to swing down the finishing blow, but then Saiten Kenshu just comes up. Inoue. Oh shit, I forgot you were here. And so Ichigo's just kind of surprised, you looking over at Orihime, but then suddenly blood just erupts out of him. And he just kind of looks really surprised. And it kind of looks like he either jumped back or got knocked back. And Ichigo's, and Yuha just kind of says did you question it at all, how simply just being able to see the future, I could accurately place traps in each step that you would, in each place that you would step? No, why would he question that? That's pretty self-explanatory. You could see the future, so you knew where he was going to step, so you could set traps there. It's not that hard to understand. And he says, the future can be changed. That's what you said, isn't it? Well, just to clarify, the Almighty is not just the power to see the future, it is the power to transform it, aka change it. And I'm guessing, that's not, the full extent of his thing. He's not explaining it very well here, but this is Bleach, so next chapter is probably just going to be like a full exposition dump of Yuha explaining how his power works. That's what it's going to be. And we get the last scene. Fucking, I can do it. We get the last scene of the chapter. Yes, despair for me, Ichigo. He needs to go back to English class, or I guess in his case, Japanese? German? Whatever class he took to learn how to speak. Yeah, but him having, like, the power to, like, transform the future, that kind of, like, means, like, he's unbeatable because he can do whatever he wants. If by transforming the future he could just snap Ichigo's Tensa Zangetsu, his new Bankai, the thing that we've all been wanting to see for, like, almost 100 chapters. He just snapped it like a twig, just like Hashelf did when Ichigo first showed up to fight them. Huh. Yeah, if he can just, like, snap something as powerful as his new Tensa Zangetsu just by transforming the future, he could kill anyone he wants just by transforming the future. I mean, we don't fully understand how his power works, but from the way he's kind of talking about it, it sounds like he can do anything he wants. So he seems completely unbeatable. And why have Rukia and Renji not arrived to help him yet? Ichigo's getting thrashed. But yeah, Ichigo, like, lost his hollow horn, and I don't know if that's going to, like, decrease his power at all, because, like, last time that happened, he kind of turned back into a normal human. But he still does have, like, a black line across his face. But I'm guessing that he just might go into, like, Quincy mode to try and absorb some, like, Ryatsu to, like, heal himself up or something. Hopefully, like, get more power. But then again, if he went into Quincy mode, it'd probably be easier for you how to control. Well, then again, he couldn't, like, fully control some of the Sternritter, so he'd probably be safer. You know, I mean, we don't know. It's kind of weird with Ichigo. He might not be able to get controlled at all unless, like, the Soul King's there or something. Unless, like, a Hollow shows up and then he has to eradicate it immediately. So it kind of suck if, like, Grimmjow arrived. By the way, like, what's going up with, like, Nell and Urahara? Like, that stuff still hasn't, like, happened yet. Like, has Nell just been, like, jumping there for, like, the past while? Like, after these fights are all done, it's going to be like, oh yeah, I saved them all without dying. Because, like, everyone still wants Nell to fight, and so do I. Because she needs to fight, and Grimmjow has to have, like, some type of serious fight. Because what was the point of, like, hinting at Grimmjow, like, 5 or 6 years ago, just did not do anything with them. I mean, he did one thing. He killed Askin with one move. I mean, yeah, they still need a fight. And Ishin and Ryuken are still, like, somewhere in the Soul Palace, probably. Like, Ryuken's most likely going to help Uryu, and Ishin's definitely going to go help Ichigo because he's kind of getting his butt kicked right now. I don't think Rukia and Renji are going to change much. But yeah, it kind of sucks that his Bankai's broken now. Yeah. Well, that's the end of this. See you guys next time.